Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome to my guide to Omega Deltascape V1 on the Savage difficulty. Quick TLDR of the fight, it's basically normal mode with no walls on the arena. All the attacks the boss uses function the same on Savage as they do on normal, they just deal more damage. For that reason, we won't be discussing every individual mechanic and will instead focus on the various combination of mechanics the boss uses. For that reason, if you're unfamiliar with the normal mode encounter, I recommend you brush up on that first. The one thing I will say is that Clamp no longer has an AoE marker, and will instantly kill you if you are hit by it. In short, don't be directly in front of the boss when you see Clamp casting. If you're looking for an exact boss rotation, please use the Google Doc in the description of the video. Most of the boss's combo skills involve players simultaneously dodging fireballs while being knocked back by downburst with the ground covered in ice. Whenever a boss mechanic is coming up, I do recommend throwing out an AoE shield and using mitigation tools such as Addle or Reprisal to lower the raid damage taken. The first combination attack shortly into the fight is Classical Elements number 1, which is very similar to normal mode. Fireballs plus downburst plus ice, plus 11 bolts after the fireballs explode. Hang just outside the middle of the room for the AoE downburst, then slide back to the middle of the room to dodge the outside fireballs. Once the fireballs explode, everyone should slide back towards the outside to spread out for 11 bolts. So you don't overlap 11 bolts, assign party members designated spots they can slide to. There will be a roar after the 11 bolts, so again, shields and heals. Next combo is just outside fireballs and inside fireballs with 11 bolts in between. Everyone hang near the middle of the room so you aren't hit by the outside fireballs. Then, after the outside fireballs explode, spread out to your designated spots to avoid the inside fireballs. Afterwards is a stack and split AoE marker, so remember to heal up. Next combo worth mentioning is Charybdis, which will lower your HP to 1, into Roar. Just stack up and heal after Charybdis, and the Roar won't even come close to being dangerous. After that Roar comes Classical Elements number 2, which summons 3 fireballs along the outside of the arena and 4 along the inside. One side of the room is completely safe from the fireball explosions, so you'll want the downburst to knock you back in that direction. The potential safe spots are always one of the 4 cardinal directions, so markers can help players more readily locate the safe spot. You can also mark a player you trust and stack with them for Classical Elements numbers 2 and 3. After the knockback is 11 bolts again, so slide back to the mid, then slide to your safe spots. The next combo attack is Fire Orbs in the middle and 2 Fire Orbs along the outside. The boss will jump up and knock everyone back from his location, so everyone should just go to the boss wherever they see him land. I like to have the tank take one of the flanks, while the rest of the party is on the other flank. This is because, after he knocks you back, he'll do Clamp in the tank's direction while the floor is still iced. This means the tank can just slide away to avoid it, and you don't need to worry about other people being hit by it. Ultimately, as long as people slide away from the front of the boss, any positioning works here. Then, just stack up for the split damage AoE and Roar. Next up is Charybdis plus Twin Bolt. Since Twin Bolt is only hitting the 2 main tanks after the Charybdis, make sure that they are your healing priority, as they need enough HP to survive the tank buster with their cooldowns. Then worry about AoE healing up the party. After this, you have inside fireballs to outside fireballs plus 11 bolts. It's just the opposite of the first time you saw this, but the boss does also throw out a Clamp here. The tank should bait the Clamp towards the outside of the room before running to the center to get away from the outside fireballs. Finally, we have Classical Elements number 3, the final unique Classical Elements. For this one, the outside orbs explode first, then the inside orbs knock back and explode simultaneously. Basically, just stand between 2 of the inside fire orbs and you'll be knocked to a safe location. You can see my positioning here with a fireball to the left and a fireball to the right. There is a stack up mechanic after, so just slide back mid before another Roar. From this point on, it's all combos you've seen before. Outside fireballs to inside fireballs with 11 bolts and Blaze, then Classical Elements number 1 will repeat, then Charybdis plus Twin Bolt, then the outside fireballs to the inside fireballs with 11 bolts and Clamp. After a couple more roars, the room will be filled with fireballs, and you'll have until the fireballs explode to kill the boss. You have about 9 minutes and 48 seconds or 9 minutes and 50 seconds to kill the boss in total, but that's plenty of time once you've got the mechanics down. Just make sure you don't slide off the arena or get knocked off the arena at any point, and you'll probably be okay. That's going to be a wrap for my guide to Deltascape V1 on the Savage difficulty. Remember, if you're looking to memorize when the boss does certain attacks, the pattern is always the same. So just go to the description of the video and grab that Google Doc. It'll help you out a lot. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for all of the Omega Deltascape Savage guides. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.